In 2015, Fnatic CSGO team did the impossible. They showed the CSGO world what true dominance looks like.
Once again, we get Fnatic. It's always a pleasure to play against them. I think they're the best in the world right now.
Swedes are like Koreans in StarCraft. You just can't keep them down. They win absolutely everything.
I think we're gonna keep playing good, keep dominating online, I guess.
My highlight since joining Fnatic has probably been being able to be a full-time gamer and become the #1 team in the world.
The team won 3 Valve majors, a feat no team has been able to match since. And even more impressively, they won 2 of those majors back to back. And they did so at a time when CSGO was blowing up. When ESL One Katowice was the first CSGO tournament to break 1 million concurrent viewers in 2015.
Fnatic, they do it! Ladies and gentlemen, your ESL One Katowice champions are Fnatic!
CSGO was emerging as one of the biggest esports in the world, and Fnatic were front and center. Fnatic had won their first major with a different roster, but it was their 2015 lineup that truly came to define the team. JW, Krims, Flusha, Pronax, and Olofmeister. In 2015, at the height of their powers, the Swedish Fnatic, French LDLC, and Polish Virtus Pro lineups battled for the top spot in the scene. But the Swedes often came out on top.
Fnatic are going to win DreamHack France 2015 and defeating Envy.
Fnatic just dominant outright in this last map, and this definitely was not that tooth and nail battle that we were expecting to see in the final map. Pronax! It's like, that's right, this is my turf now!
Individual skill was one of the biggest factors in Fnatic's success. They had 4 of their players recognized in HLTV's top 10 players for that year. The team was winning tournaments left and right, and while Fnatic was playing incredible Counter-Strike, the Swedes did have their fair share of controversy.
Because it wasn't fair against LDLC, it was a dirty trick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But then again, there's no real clear rules against it, so you can't really blame Fnatic for doing it.
We thought it was legal when we did it, but afterwards we understand that I don't think it's illegal, but I think it's too overpowered. We didn't really understand that because we never used it.
They were famous, or infamous at the time, for their use of the Olaf boost.
Squeak door as well, he's here, he sees them down there, straight headshot, they have no idea. Smith's looking confused and dazed, and there's going to be a follow-up headshot on Olofmeister!
They're trying to see if they could potentially get a cleaner shot. Look at this, now Happy getting boosted up, but he gets spotted. Olofmeister sees it coming.
Pronax with a final kill, 16-13. Destruction rained down upon LDLC.
Accusations of cheating also floated around the team. There were some members of the community that were certain that Flusha was cheating.
Oh, someone is cheating. Of course, Flusha cheated.
I know that a couple of my teammates are convinced that they think they cheat.
But through it all, the team managed to put up win.
Jumps down, tries to find the angle, but Flusha instantly reacts, playing for the bomb, just trying to burn as much time off of this clock, and Zeus will go down. Fnatic take it 16-14 in the 30th round of the last map.
After win.
Now, that could have been instant suicide, and now World did it one-on-one, and Pronax ends up with a triple, and they're going to win the round. JW with 31 kills and a 16-10 scoreline.
After win.
Up another, it's a 4v1 now, and Swag will go down to Flusha! And Fnatic are your Face It Season 2 champions.
Fnatic looked hot heading into ESL One Katowice 2015. They were only slightly eclipsed in the power ranking by Team Envious, who, as Team LDLC, won the previous Valve Major. But ultimately, no team was clearly ahead of the other. They were equal contenders. And when Katowice 2015 kicked off, Fnatic looked to be in top form. They destroyed every team they came up against, at least until the grand finals.
It has been a record-breaking 3 days. 16 teams whittled down to this. Today, we will make history as we crown our first double major champion.
Fnatic won the first map, 16-14 in a close game.
He really has changed NIP, but Olofmeister will get him even at 13 health. He's legal. JW, I think it was Geralt trying to capitalize on the kill, and Forrest going to do it again. They're coming around the corner. He gets one, tries to get two, and this could be Fnatic running away with it. Alu alone, and there it is. Fnatic, they claim Dust 2.
Next was Cash, a map that NiP historically struggled on, which gave Fnatic the edge. But this time, NiP took it, 16-10.
Just ride them on. Oh, wow. What an opening to take down. And NIP said, well, we're not going to allow you to. They're still trying. Get right sees it coming. Get right with a kill on Crims. It's Pronax. This is the last round of the half, and Pronax goes down. The thing is that they don't know Olofmeister's up there. Now they do. Freiburg sees it, goes for the kill, gonna pick it up as well, and there it is. And NIP, 16-10. They take a second map, and we are going to a third.
It marked Fnatic's first map loss of the entire tournament, but they didn't let it throw them off.
The A push is alive. It's Exist who'll get the first frag to thwart Flusher. Second from Get Right. As he looks for number 3, he will deliver with the help of Exist. On the other hand, they've lost Alu to the hands of JW. Get Right going for the next, but Olofmeister with a headshot picks him off.
Olofmeister again hiding in the same spot up by Graveyard, and Crims, well, he's in the side. Oh, there it is. Now it's on Exist 1v2 here. Fnatic, they could be the second or the first team to win a second championship here in Global Offensive, and Olofmeister's playing it so safely. They know that they have it. Exist gets one, and he's back on it. He's got the kid. He's holding it down. I'm not sure there's enough time. Fnatic, they do it!
Ladies and gentlemen, your ESL One Katowice champions are Fnatic!
The win marked the Org's second major victory. Fnatic became the first team with 2 Valve major titles, etching their name in CSGO history. And with how dominant their win was, many were looking to Fnatic to see if they could do something even greater. After Katowice, Fnatic continued their reign of dominance. They seemed untouchable, all the way up until the next major, ESL One Cologne 2015. Going into Cologne, Fnatic were a favorite to win the tournament. And once again, the team didn't fold under the pressure.
For Olofmeister to now be sat, there's the one man taken down low. He's now all on Furlan, and he will be finished off by Crims. It's Fnatic picking up the victory here, 16 rounds to 2.
As he tries to keep them at bay, a Deagle, a Dream, and that is about all it will be. Flamey, single tap down. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It was all too easy for Fnatic. 16-2 as they absolutely decimate the opposition in their groups. They're going to be going through quarterfinals, and everybody in this tournament will want to avoid that quarterfinal clash.
The team easily made playoffs, taking 32 rounds and only giving up 4 in the group stage. In the bracket stage, they took on Luminosity's Brazilian roster and destroyed them on Train.
Fast rotate, trying to get around the back there, but Pronax and Flusher are just going to gun down the B defenses. Fur's going to come around, but JW is in no mood to let them slip. And it will be a very simple 16-5 for Fnatic. They made it look easy in their first map. Can they close it out in 2?
And while they gave Fnatic a hard time on Mirage, the Swedes came out on top.
Just needs to give himself a moment, a breather. Oh, that's the shot he needed to land. They know his position. They're going to try and push him down. He needs to switch to pistol. They're going to get him. Fnatic will take it. They will get a defuse. It's 16-14 Fnatic. They move through to face Virtus Pro in the semi-finals.
Virtus Pro were next, and they handed Fnatic their first map loss of the entire tournament on Mirage.
However, things are going popped at the moment. Flush and Pasha trading it out, and it does look like it's going to be a 3v2. Oh, Pasha with a double. You can see all 5 setting their sights on A, and they're picking up the pace. This could very well be the end for Fnatic. Snacks starts it. Taz looks to finish. Oh man, that's 2. Olof finally finds another. Now all on. Absolutely no way. It's Biani. He picks up the frag, and Virtus Pro have already done one better.
But Fnatic bounced back with a tight 16-14 win on Inferno.
Have a little bit of a problem. It's Crims strolls through mid, claims control, and now Fnatic swarming on towards the side. It comes down to Biani to try and deal with this one. He can't. Crims are not off of there.
To try and take Virtus Pro towards match point. Pronax goes down. It's now down to just Taz. 1v2 towards match point. 15-13. Is it a chance in this round? He gets tagged from the back. JW says no. And once again, Fnatic hold on.
It's
like here. Look at that.
We go. This is going to be a slaughter. Flusher gets one, gets two, gets three. He can already see Colten in his sights. That's a fourth. Flusher, a huge fight, closed off by Pronax. We're not done just yet. We're going to a third map. It's Cobblestone. Virtus Pro stepping at that final hurdle here. And Fnatic finally standing back up.
And so, it all came down to Cobblestone.
Starting to pour through towards the A side. They're all here. Flusher stopping him as they walk up. But Bialy with the 1-1 trade. But Olaf joined by Pronax, swatting the right. See what he does. Patience. Maybe a Virtue Flash comes out. Here we go. Oh! Olaf is Fnatic. Once again looking dominant. He gets one. He gets the tag on the second, but he cannot get the frag. And Fnatic once again looking dominant.
Onto JW, manages to avoid one, Nick two flashes as he knows that's three. He's managed to avoid them all and does keep fragging as he gets Pronax, but Crimson Olaf come alive. And now
it's all on Neo. Look at this play. He takes down the bomb, but now Snacks 1v2. 30 seconds. Olaf is the man to do it, and Fnatic are making their way to the finals here. Virtus Pro crumble under the sheer pressure Fnatic brought on that T side. Outstanding play.
The Swedes were on their way to grand finals, on their way to their second consecutive major win. The only team standing in their way was the French powerhouse, Team Envious. They hadn't played against Fnatic at a major since the infamous Olaf boost, albeit with a slightly different roster. Envious had gone through some lineup changes ahead of Cologne, adding star offer Kenny S and entry fragger Apex. And their run to the grand finals almost mirrored Fnatic's.
Something to note, both teams have only dropped one map coming into the finals. Envy just 2 against TSM, and same for Fnatic, they only dropped that one map against VP in the semifinals on Mirage. So both of them pretty much a clean record coming in, just tested to their limits in the semis.
The first map was Dust 2, Envious's pick. The game was 10-5 for Envious at halftime, which meant that for Fnatic to win, they needed a really good T-side.
Down, there's the flash, that's going to catch Crims out, they're going to push on through, MBK gets one, but Crims with the spray down, he gets himself the triple, and Fnatic are not done yet. Crims around the corner, he finds JW, he finds Flusher, but he doesn't manage to land the clean shot. Now Crims, is he going to come to the rescue once again? It doesn't matter, Flusher's in the corner, Fnatic close out the round, it was so close though, they are just hanging on by a thread. Smoking because Flusher doesn't want to choose to throw it down. He's all the way over in tunnels, but it doesn't matter when they're landing shots like this. Apex is trying to stop them, but it's not going to happen. It will be overtime in the first map of the grand finals.
I can't believe it. How has this happened? They were so far away from this, and the euphoria they must be feeling right now after getting back into this, and it came down to some amazing situations.
The map went into overtime, and when it did, Fnatic pulled out something crazy.
And look at the guns for AWPs. Fnatic, they're ready to shoot some ducks as they cross the middle. It's going to be a challenge, and Apex, not in this lifetime. He is destroyed. He's going to run through with the Deke looking for the shot, but he can't make it. He's going to get shot down by Flusher. 18-15, a single round for Fnatic, and we'll have seen one of the most ridiculous comebacks ever in a major tournament here.
It will be so vital. Crims is in a perfect position as well. They have a great little crossfire. MBK gets one, but they don't count for Flusher to still be there. Kenny S just smokes him off, but Flusher's not having any of it. He's going to push on through. He's going to gun down Kenny, and Kiyoshima now all alive into the crosshairs of Olaf Meister. Just lines up the shot, gets the support of Flusher, and this will be Fnatic taking map 1 on Dust 2, 19-15.
The score JW there pushing on the short the last round. He knew he needed to make something happen, finds that shot and lower beat. But this just shows you how equally skilled these teams are. Kenny S replying straight back in there. Such a back and forth round, but Fnatic take map number 1, and what a story it's been.
They were only one map away from making CS history. One map away from their third major and their second consecutive one. One map away from greatness.
Sign that something has gone very wrong, but they actually got the right call anyway, and with this time they're getting shot down in that B bomb side. They don't have armor, they've got one flashbang on Apex and he's very nearly dead.
They have to get themselves round, but they have to start landing the shots, and Crims is just going to get a beautiful spray down alongside Pronax, and that attack has been stopped dead in his tracks. JW will manage to land the third shot, and MBK now all alone.
gets himself one on Flusher, but that will be all they got.
Flusher and Olofmeister very close to the action here. Olaf going to be peeked into the middle of the flashbang, and Flusher picking up a kill on MBK.
That's going to give them serious problems. Apex going to come around the side, picks the AK up, and Olaf comes out on top in the straight-up one-on-one duel. And now Kenny and Happy are all that stand in the way of Fnatic's 14th round.
Look at the speed coming into it here. Grenade on through, and Envy, they're speeding up. JW missing a couple of shots, and they get two in return. Pronax in the back lines, and they're going to get the refrags here. Very low on health is Happy, and they just keep on training it through. They can't stop now. Olaf with the kill as well. It's going to be Kenny with the refrag. Grenade on in. Happy's on 6 health. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to require a miracle and nothing less for Happy to make it out. I don't think there's any chance. Flusher looking to end this. It's going to be a third title for Fnatic. They win a third major championship in global offensive.
Wow, and what a way to finish it.
Fnatic became the first and only CSGO team to win 3 Valve majors, and they won 2 of them back to back.
What a moment it is. Olofmeister, you look like you can't believe it.
I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I've never played their first game, their comeback. I don't know what to say.
Sure, the Brazilian Luminosity SK roster has won consecutive majors since, but Fnatic did it first, and no one can take that away from them. They cemented their place in CS history forever. And at a time when CSGO was exploding, a time where the game needed giants, Fnatic was there.
They carry each other, they lift each other up, they make them all better than any of them could be individually, and that's what we're seeing. That's why they're the greatest all time. That's why they won 2 back-to-back and 3 overall.
3 of those players from Fnatic have won 3 majors, including the first major.
What a record.
That right there is legendary, no matter the game, the history. That right there is incredible.
Thanks for watching. If you want more great content just like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button.